Hello students. In the previous video, we have seen how root paths can be defined using strings. In this video, we will see how root paths can be defined using patterns and regular expressions. So root paths, they can be defined using three ways, that is by string paths, string patterns, and regular expressions. In fact, string patterns and regular expressions are both the same. So we have seen string paths already. So let's talk about string patterns or the regular expressions. String patterns allow for more dynamic and flexible routing by using special characters to define patterns. So we will be using special characters like asterisk, colon, question mark, etc. So these each special character has its own meaning. For example, asterisk matches any number of characters, and colon is a route parameter that matches any string and captures it for use in the handler. So this is about the string patterns and regular expressions. Regular expressions provide the most powerful and flexible way to define route paths. So this allows us to perform complex matching patterns. Now, for example, uh, if you want to define a route path for a product, now the product generally has many entities to it. For example, the product ID. And for various products, the IDs are unique. So we can have a regular expression defined in such a way that the URL, the route path, accepts the product IDs of different numeric values. So we can in fact write a regular expression for that purpose. And we have already come across regular expressions earlier in JavaScript. One of the famous one is the cap and dollar. They both denote the start and end of the string respectively. All right, so let's look at a basic example using which we can understand more about the string patterns and the regular expressions. So this is the basic application that we have to look at. So initially, we have seen this particular example in the previous video where I've used a string called about that will specifically trigger the about page of that particular organization. Then if we observe in the line number 10, we have a string pattern. See here. So here the web application has an endpoint called blog followed by an asterisk. So this could indicate that we can open a blog of any name. All right. So I want to open a blog that goes by the name blog article. So in the place of asterisk, we may use that particular pattern. And you might as well observe quite a lot when we log into a page, a basic web page, we generally get the username and the password in the URL separated by colon and question mark. So all of them come under string patterns. So here asterisk indicates wildcard, that is in the place of asterisk we can assume any other characters. Then string pattern with the route parameter. So here we have a string pattern that goes by colon username. So this is the route parameter. So whatever the parameter or the username we provide here in the URL path, that is going to come back as a response. So in this particular case, I'm trying to access a specific profile that goes by a specific username. So that username is the pattern here. Then comes the regular expression match. So here the product ID. As you can see, we have started the expression with cap and ended with a dollar. That indicates the start and end of the regular expression. And in between, we have a string called product, and we want D indicates integers and plus indicates any number of integers. So here, any number of integers in the sense multiple integers. So here the product ID could be an integer. So this is the regular expression we have used to fetch product followed by different IDs. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this particular expression, how it works by running it on a server which runs on the port number 3000. So the server is running on port 3000. Okay, first let's look at the regular expression. Cannot get product because I did not provided a product ID. So the regular expression failed. I'll say 1. So product with numeric ID. We may even add a request parameter, but in order to keep it simple, I haven't. And here instead of 1, I can go for another typical numeric value. Still this works. Okay. So that is the regular expression to specifically search for a product with a unique ID. Got it? Now, what else we got here? So that was about the regular expression. Then string pattern with route parameter. So let's look at how route parameter works. So what do we got there? We have user followed by some username. So user profile of Vishal. Same way, let's give a different parameter. Tom. So user profile of Tom. So that is the string pattern with route parameter. Then initially we talked about the asterisk wildcard, isn't it? So let's look at how this works. Let's try to access the blog. Blog followed by some name. A blog article. So here in the place of asterisk, we are giving a random string just to show that the asterisk accepts everything, any kind of characters. You see there? So that's how the route paths with strings, string patterns, and regular expressions work. We have already seen these in our previous videos, but the unique one that we have witnessed in this particular video are the string patterns and the regular expression routes. The example that we have seen here is just a tip of an iceberg, but it has a very wide and great deal of application in the real world of Express.js. So I believe you would work on these type of examples during your lab sessions, and it would be really fun to learn these things. In the next video, we will see how to how route handlers work, and later we will see what are the different methods we have. All right. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next video.